guys, welcome to another episode of Podcast with me. I'm your host Moon and you are watching Moonlight Guidance. Namaste. This part is in continuation with my earlier video of interviewing Michael Vaughan on the glaring issue of drug addiction. He is a counselor and a substance use disorder specialist based in California, USA, targeting substance abuse amongst men and women. Winning awards is just a testimony of his passion and commitment towards this cause. You can click the link here to watch the previous interviews. It's an interesting and informative series. Viewers, you may like and share this video so that it reaches to the people who are seeking this information. And if you are a new viewer here, please subscribe to the channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon for future notifications. You can also help us grow through the thanks button placed below this video. In the last episode, we have seen how lifestyle can play a role in drug addiction or dependency. Today, let's ask our expert Michael, what can be the major factors in life that led people to use drugs?
Yeah, so I think the two major factors in life that would lead somebody to drug use is going to be family history with addiction or drug and alcohol use in the house and it being normalized. I've ran across that quite a lot. And the second one is going to be peer pressure. That's probably the main two for sure. Yeah, what usually happens, there doesn't always have to be trauma or, sexual abuse or physical abuse or even mental health issues going on for somebody to try drugs for their first time. But more so than not, what happens is somebody tries the drug because of either their own interest or peer pressure, and of course the only reason it would be their own interest is because they see other people doing it. Therefore, I guess that's still peer pressure. But sometimes they're interested, sometimes they see these people, peers, they see peers doing these drugs or drinking this alcohol, whatever, and they seem like more carefree and stuff like that. And, I think mainly what ends up happening is that the person, probably has some, as everybody, has some kind of stress or trauma or neglect, abuse, whatever, and just mental health issues, like depression or anxiety, and they have a little bit of that going on, at least a little bit of that going on, and then they try this drug or they drink this alcohol, and it relieves their symptoms. It relieves the depression, it relieves the anxiety, and therefore they found a solution to their problem, and that is a big factor that can catapult them into addiction quickly. When they found relief from their mental health symptoms of depression, anxiety, or the memories of the trauma, right? It relieves some of the memories of the sexual abuse or the physical abuse or even just the problems going on at home, right? It makes them forget. Early exposure to drugs. Yeah, I was exposed early to drugs, and I think that probably played a factor for sure. It was kind of it didn't seem like normal life, but it seemed like my normal life. I knew people in my family did it. I had a feeling that it wasn't a good thing to be doing, but it was what my family did. I guess subconsciously there became some interest. And then when I was 14 years old, I tried a drug called ecstasy, and I fell in love with it. Yeah, I wasn't scared to try that drug because my family wasn't doing that drug, but it was a hard drug. My family was doing, some people in my family, were doing meth. For some reason I knew they were doing meth. I don't know even how I knew that, but I knew that. And smoking weed and drinking alcohol. So those two things for sure were super normalized. Drinking alcohol and smoking weed were super, super normal. It was the meth that I knew was probably bad. I thought weed was bad for a little while too until I didn't think so, because the kids at school thought it was cool, so it became cool. And same thing with alcohol. I knew alcohol made some people in my family a little loud and obnoxious late at night, 2 or 3 in the morning coming home from the bar. But I didn't think that alcohol was that bad. I thought it was something that people did sometimes on the weekend. Come to find out later on, some people just drink themselves to death all day, every day, So anyways, family addiction, early exposure to the drug use, and it kept, what happened to me is kind of crept up on me in the sense of I got a little bit older and I was like, hey, that one stuff that my family was doing, I wonder why they were doing it. Maybe I should try what they were doing so that I can relate to them better, so that I can understand them better. That was going on subconsciously. I hope I answered your question.
Yes, thanks Michael for sharing your personal experience. Friends, with this we come to the end of this episode. Meet Michael in our next upcoming videos. For that, please keep the notification bell on to get future alerts from our channel. Michael's social media handles are mentioned in the description box below. You can comment down with any of your query or reach out to any of us in relation to this topic. Please encourage us by subscribing, liking and sharing this video. And thank you very much for your lovely donations. Namaste.